All right, here we go. Since it's been, I don't know, what, August? What's that? Long time?
I knew you wouldn't want to do the math.
Uh, uh, I'm counting on my fingers because I'm an idiot. Let's see. It's 5 months? Yeah,
5 months.
5 months. And here we are again, 5 months later. Happy New Year to those that actually give a crap. But,
You don't. I know.
well, I'm just saying that those that don't, whatever I'm trying to say, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Do I?
No,
I
anyway.
never really know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Oh,
anyways, what brings me here today is the. I mean, it's a sad but laughable Facebook post that you found.
of course. It's always something I find.
Well, I wouldn't have known to look, that hard like that, but
I didn't look hard.
oh,
I just go perusing across Facebook or perusing across profiles in SL, and it leads me down rabbit holes, and it's kind of what's been happening in real life too.
uh huh.
Uh huh.
Well, anyways, since I haven't really talked about certain place that has banned me, even though he makes a post back in June that he doesn't ban people because he doesn't like them. Well, I'm kind of that example, but I don't think it's mostly him. I think it's somebody else. And yeah, I mean, it's too bad he got his account hacked. I mean, but the people that other people who are the co-owner run with, kind of not surprising, you know. So
Yep.
I'm not
Yep.
going to say who it is, but according to his post, they don't do concerts. But when I was there today, they had a concert stage from Twisted Productions, so which means yeah, they do concerts. Yeah, and pretty much the people aren't that friendly that place either. So yeah, yeah,
No, it's not like the old days. Although
it
the owners
was.
weren't really friendly back then, so
Well, if the owners weren't around, I mean, the place was a great place to hang out. But nowadays, you just kind of, the two times I went there today, it really wasn't all that very welcoming, you know, which I don't know how they must be doing something to get so much traffic, but that's a thing. It's a could be a thing. Like certain MC just goes there and hangs out, and other it's who knows. I don't care. You know, I'm still banned from that place, so it's kind of like it's the only place I'm banned from at SL, and it's fucking hilarious.
as far as you know.
Yeah, as far as I know.
I'm banned from a few places just because I spout off
I know
and
you do.
call out bullshit.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yep.
I mean, the one comment about how that you don't do, it's not a meat market. I mean, well, we know that we know one place that's a meat market. Yeah, it has a goofy name, and yeah, it's a circus.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah,
that
I'm with you now.
yeah, that's a circus over there that can't seem to pick a spot where to land permanently. It's been the three different sims in the last 6 months, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yep, yep. I mean, some other place used the same name, the Carnival name, for Halloween, which was understandable. And I mean, you just kind of name it the Umbrella Circus. Yeah, granted, I don't do anything with my place upstairs, but you know, it was just to prove a point that I can actually have a place which has been empty up there for 2 years now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I'm actually not banned from that one.
From what one?
The one that you were insinuating a minute ago, unless you want me to say the name.
Um.
Since I got into it with the owner about a month ago, I think it was, because she wanted to try to talk to someone about me and about ruin. Well, if you got an issue with me, come talk to me.
It,
You're not blocked on here. I've said that multiple times when we've talked about you. You're not blocked on here. You're blocked on Discord. And if you want to find it suspicious that I deleted all of my Discord messages with you, well, I saw what you did with a what used to be mutual friend, which is still my friend, not your friend, did to her, spreading everything that she had said to you in confidence. Yeah, I didn't want anything that I said, thinking that you were my friend in confidence, to the rest of SL because you can't keep your mouth shut. Anyways, there's my little spiel. So
oh,
my box is open. You're not blocked. Go ahead.
oh, are you talking about the moist breeze?
Yes,
Okay.
the
Uh,
moist part. That's pretty much what I think of when.
the wet queef. Okay. So, anyways, but I just wanted to get that stuff out there early on in the video, because it's kind of like, I mean, I've had other things poking around in my head that I've kind of been to other places, and the notices are crazy. You know, I think I told you this earlier when I looked up. We're gonna switch gears and get off of that shit, but earlier when I was telling you that I researched all these subgenres of metal, and it seems that certain places like to push these less popular genres.
Yep.
The pagan metal, the freaking pirate metal, and the symphonic metal. Uh, there's one more too that I can't think off the top of my head. So these are like the four lowest rated, lowest listened to genres, subgenres, and the thing is to have them promoted so much is terrible.
Do you want me to stay awake during your set? Because that'll put me to sleep.
What will?
All of that pirate metal, Viking metal,
Oh, that's the other one.
whatever.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. But I just there's not a lot of bands that play it. Oh, there's that prong metal too, and what's the other one? Math metal, which is weird. But though it seems like I just have to Google them, and they'll say that there's not a lot of bands that perform that, and it's not a very popular genre. All of them,
No, they're just creating a genre so that they can fit into the metal genre
right? I mean,
without actually being.
I don't have any of that stuff because it's kind of like yeah. I'd rather listen to elevator music. It's kind of how I feel. It's just yeah, no, it's not a thing for me. But it's just my 2 cents on it. But every time I open up a notice or something like that, and it's like that's pretty much what they're playing, and
Right?
like it's like the metal genre is so huge, but we're gonna play a tiny sliver of stuff that maybe only you like, or and it's like no, I'm been actually thinking about getting out of the just strictly metal genre altogether and just going back to the all the rock stuff because it's just it that and the metal scene in SL is kind of very cutthroat right at the moment, and yeah, it just doesn't. Everybody's out for everybody.
Well, I mean, they could say the same for us, with my notices, because
Well, I know.
people take
I
offense to how I word things, and I'm like, are you the only metal club?
well, I mean, if you're taking offense to something that's in your notice, um, then you can take it out. Then you can direct it, think that it's directed towards you, and it's not. I mean, I've made comments on stuff on your notices before you've written them, and it's just a generalized statement. It's not
Yep.
directed towards anybody. But if you feel offended, well, then maybe you need to relook at things.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's kind of it is what it is. I mean, but yeah, I'm kind of getting a little burned out by going to some of these places and some of the voices I hear. or have heard are other people.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, I mentioned that over the last few months that you don't see the normal DJs that you used to see when we were big into it. 2 3 years ago, and those names are gone now.
Mm-hmm.
But you got other people with new names and rehash names. Like I had a DJ name probably 10 years ago, and now it's resurfaced under somebody else, which is kind of hilarious. You know,
Well, because a lot of people don't know how to be original.
so and what was the other one? Oh, that high voltage club. I had
Mm-hmm.
a club that same name back in 20. When did I start? 2007. So the end of 2000, probably early 2008, I had a club with that same name, and I kind of didn't like the name. The name wasn't going anywhere at that particular time. Um, Rock clubs were just coming into their own.
Mm-hmm.
Which the metal shop became hugely successful until I drama closed that place down. So but yeah, I mean, I like morning sets on the weekend that you hate.
Well, yeah, because I like to sleep in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I do.
It's only 2 hours. It's not going to kill you.
I bet getting up at 6 o'clock every morning to go to work in real life. Yeah,
You got to think
six thirty.
there's a 3 hour window because it's the time difference. So if you say you're going to do an 8 a.m. set, that's 11 o'clock for us.
Yeah, yeah.
So you still have time to sleep
Maybe. I mean, the last 2 days. Well, no, yesterday I got up and then went back to bed.
in.
I didn't really have a chance to this morning. But yeah, I needed to catch up on some sleep. I slept like crap last week.
And getting back to the club thing, I mean, the new place we've been going to support friends of ours. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that they have one DJ that just plays everything that's very depressing,
Yes.
and another one that kind of doesn't know what they're doing too much. But then, from what I hear, he used to have multiple accounts and used to do multiple sets all at once. So it's kind of weird, but he still doesn't know what he's doing. And that place doesn't even all seem too welcoming either.
Mm-mm. No, because they don't want you talking about babies.
Well, there's that.
Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But everybody's pretty much standoffish,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And but hey, it is what it is. We go there. That's it. We do our shit, and that's that. I mean, it's yeah, I mean, the time it takes me to, as I always pick stuff that's pretty much on the newer end of things, and
Yes, you
pick
do.
through all that new stuff. Oh yeah, that brings me up to that radio. I just have to think about that radio person that you know. I might as well have just named it Brown Star because it kind of reminds me every time I see it. And they're another one that all they play is symphonic metal. I'm like, oh Jesus, really? Ugh.
Yeah, I would like a little more. But
Variety?
yeah,
Yeah, like I said, elevator music to me was more interesting to listen to. Opera and metal. No, I'm not. No, 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 no. But to each their own, I guess. Right?
you're old and you like old school kind of stuff.
Well, I
You like before all of the subgenres came onto the scene. Of course, I don't remember all of these subgenres when I was younger.
no, they're kind of probably in the last 20 years, and it is kind of nutty.
I mean, I remember there being metal or heavy metal was kind of used interchangeably.
Yep.
There was grunge, there was rock, and
Well, look at they when new metal appeared, most of the bands didn't want
I,
to be called that.
I don't even remember back then it being called new metal.
It wasn't. It wasn't. But
It was alternative. That it like Limp Bizkit, Corn, Linkin Park,
yeah,
Evanescence, a bunch of those. I mean, Nickelback, Dane, Disturbed. I mean, I could keep going on.
but it's like what we've
That
heard.
was all alternative.
It's like what we've heard from Dud. That's pretty much just the record labels trying to kind of put it into a category.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be in a category. I mean,
Yeah.
if that's the case, maybe they should downgrade Metallica from metal to hard rock because their sound has changed a lot in the last 30 years,
Mm-hmm.
and it hasn't really gotten any better. But I mean, uh, the last album I bought of theirs was Death Magnetic, and I really wasn't too thrilled with that. So,
Right.
I don't even listen to anything from the Black album. From Justice, Older is where I stay because it's just kind of gotten, yeah, I'm just not thrilled with them. But that's how the younger generation who like to walk across my lawn.
God. Well, and to give anybody reference, as far as like how old I am, if this is your first time kind of tuning in or you don't remember, I'm an '87 baby, so I had '90s and 2000s that I grew up on.
No,
And also, my parents were very odd. Mom liked Motown and dad liked country. So, the only exposure that I really got was from the school bus. Um, or when I was riding with my sister, and then that introduced me to like '90s rap.
you got to think of what my stepfather, he was into the Beatles, and and my mother's of the kind of country country stuff. I mean, yeah, she used to listen to a lot of Charlie Daniels in Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
and well, in that time, I didn't really know where I wanted to listen to, but she listened to a lot of '70s stuff. So, but yeah, I'm much older than you are, so.
Yeah, cool part.
But yeah. Anyways, we get to. I mean, we're gonna cut this kind of like at the 20-minute mark because it's really nothing much else. I mean, I got a lot of things that I've kind of complained about. I've put a lot of things up on Facebook on on the Facebook page. It's just I don't know. It SL doesn't really thrill me as much as it used to. It's a time to kind of the people in here are. It's just nutty. It's just crazy.
It is.
Ever since COVID, this place SL has changed with the people that are coming in and everything like that. COVID changed a lot of things, and yeah, there's a lot more Karens in here than there was before. Oh, and that, and everybody's got to remind you of their political affiliation or their religious inclinations, and it's just like this wasn't like this. I think at one point we're going to talk just about some politics stuff, but uh, with the nightmare that's coming up soon, I really don't want to get into it.
No, no, and honestly, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference.
Nope,
Sadly,
nope,
you know,
nope.
you want to drink the orange Kool Aid, go ahead. Um, I mean, I like to mix my Kool Aid, but and I know, and you have a joke about my Kool Aid, since my family has
Jim
ties
Jones.
to Jim Jones. Um,
So we get the
yeah,
Jim Jones juice. Yep.
but they did not drink the Kool Aid. They did not go to Jonestown. They didn't even go to California when he left to go to California.
Or
So
we can spend like a whole 20 to 30 minutes just on that topic.
no, it wouldn't take that long.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could tell other stories. I'd have to think of some, but yeah.
Mm.
But then I don't want to give too much away either because then I don't want people to be able to find me. You know, whatever. I've had enough issues with real life family drama that the side that I'm thinking of, they have a habit of making anonymous calls to make your life a living hell and cause you to lose your job and whatnot. So yeah, and I know there are people in here, mainly that MC that goes over to the other club that you were mentioning earlier. They like to do that stuff and they like to dox people's kids on the internet and whatnot. So yeah.
I don't know. Doxing my kid would probably improve his life. I
Maybe.
I mean, he's never mind. Yeah, it's a situation. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna cut this at we're almost at 21 minutes, so we're just gonna call it. I mean, I have so much stuff I can make videos of, but
Maybe we'll get in a routine. I'll quit saying that we're going to get in a routine, but it is what it is.
yeah, I'd like to do more things in SL, but trying to find it's it's the timing. We do have the time for it. It's just the people we've run into here. It just kind of make me just want to just kind of not log in 90% of the time.
Yep.
That's unfortunate, but it's the people you run into.
Well, that's why when we go to a club, we don't talk. We just talk in Discord. And
Yep,
yep, here's your tip. Thanks for the tunes.
yep.
If you even listen to the tunes, I typically will listen to the tunes.
Well, it depends on who it is. Sometimes I don't.
So,
I turn it on and off to find out what's being played because
mm-hmm.
most of the time it's like this doesn't fit. I'm like earlier when I stopped over to the hell's that place, Wet Willie's, and they were playing Blackstone Cherry, and the next song was a Taylor Swift song. I'm like, uh, no, no.
Rickball.
Uh, I mean, no, no. Anyways, that's kind of a lot of people play it that way, and it's terrible. It's terrible. Don't know the genre. Don't know the music. Yeah. Anyways, we'll call it a day. And
So, yes, be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, or click the anonymous comment link that I have created for you all if you want to stay anonymous. So, on that note, that's my spiel.
hasta the tacos.
Oh, God, here we go.
Later.